I got right here a Fellowship Blades Medusa, and boy do I like it a lot. Sadly, I can't keep this. This is not my Medusa. This belongs to a fellow Balisong flipper, Lichen Blades. He has a Instagram at lichen_blades. It's got a capital L, not capital B, I believe. I'll throw it on screen if I am wrong, or even if I'm right. But this thing is amazing. Like, I had never gotten to flip anything Fellowship. Nothing by Fellowship Blades. That's a lie, never mind. I flipped a hognose, barely, didn't really like it that much. And I also flipped a Pit Viper, one of Fellowship's really old things. But this is a Medusa V1, I believe. And it's fantastic. Oh yeah. I gotta be kind of careful with this. One, it's not my Balisong. It's very expensive. Two, I'm not sure if all you here will understand this, but this is the most spoon-like Balisong I've ever seen. Like, it is so spoon-like that I could really spoonger myself with it. Only a few of you will probably know what that means, but I can't actually say what it is, otherwise I'll get removed from YouTube. But yeah, I'm going kind of crazy with it, even though it's so spoon-like. But one wrong move and yeah, not good. I've been flipping it for 2 days now. No, one day. I got it yesterday, shipping it out day after tomorrow. But I did some mod work on this and it turned out phenomenal. So I'm going to show you the mod work in this fantastic musicless B-roll right here. So yeah, as you can see in that phenomenal B-roll that was probably not so phenomenal, this thing is beautiful, and the anodization job I did is pretty awesome as well. It was a very specific coloring. I had to try it a few times to get the colors exact, but Lichen wanted a Tempest fade to match his Medusa trainer and his Fellowship Blades, like crowbar tool type thing. All of them match. It was kind of difficult because I had to go off a picture and try to get the fade from this dark bronze to this bright low-full blue really perfect, but I think I did a pretty darn good job. But yeah, once again, I'm only charging 40 bucks for anodizations right now until I get better. Maybe I'll charge more eventually, but 40 bucks, you pay for shipping here and a $5 shipping fee back, and I'll anodize any of your titanium stuff. I can even just polish it if you want a shinier titanium Balisong. Maybe even I can polish aluminum. I know you can, but I've never done it before. I would like to try though. But yeah, 40 bucks. DM me on Discord at THE-BUFFNESS, all caps with a little dash in between, or just THE-BUFFNESS 5809, all lowercase. Or just join the Balisong Bears Discord and find me there. Link in the description for all of that. This video is not done. I want to talk about the Medusa a lot. I didn't talk about the replicant I anodized enough, and I kind of regret that. The Medusa, however, I am definitely getting my mouth worth. That sounded weird. I'm saying enough words about the Medusa to where I don't feel bad that I didn't say enough. This thing is so good. I've had so much fun with this, and it's one of the joys of anodizing somebody's stuff. Like, I never would have gotten to try a Medusa until Blade Show, but I still wouldn't have gotten to flip it nearly as much as I have been. I've been like flipping this as my main. Don't worry, Lichen, I have not dropped this once. I have literally not dropped it. The edge is still perfect. You got nothing to worry about. I've been super careful. Haven't flipped over concrete except right now. Kind of dumb of me, but yeah, if I damage it, I will not damage it. But I'm super scared of this thing. Like I said earlier, I have not done a legitimate giraffe on it for obvious reasons. However, a friend of mine, he hit 3 giraffes on it, even though I told him how spoon-like it is, and he landed them. He went as fast as he could on a giraffe, and I honestly was very surprised and kind of mad at him because I warned him, and he didn't listen to my warning, but hey, he was fine, so it's just kind of funny. But let's talk about the Medusa. This isn't a full review of the Medusa. I will probably end up with some form of the Medusa in the future. I prefer the Empusa. I don't know. I'm looking into one of those right now. I've been wanting an Empusa for a long time. Need to get sponsored by Fellowship or something. Man, his stuff is phenomenal. But the Medusa is grade 5 titanium. It's got a S35 VN blade. This is number 255 of, I assume, the Medusa V1. Like, I looked up pictures of the V1, V2, and V3. Pretty sure this is a V1. It's a channel design. It does not have titanium Zen pins. I'm going to talk about that. I had problems with those non-titanium Zen pins. So I was anodizing this guy, which I'll talk about the anodization process a little bit later. And I could not get it to the right, like, it just wouldn't go. So the Zen pins were just bubbling a lot, and for some reason it would not let the anodization go. Like, it wouldn't work. If you did it anywhere below the Zen pin, as long as the Zen pin wasn't in the water, it would change color perfectly. But as soon as the Zen pin went into the water, it started bubbling and the color would not change really at all. I actually had to change Lycan's what he was having me do. He originally wanted this in reverse, but I couldn't do it unless I removed the Zen pins, which I really didn't want to risk. So I've never removed press fit Zen pins before, and I really could have screwed it up. But that's something I need to probably learn how to do, remove press fit Zen pins for in the future if I get a project that needs colored, which I will eventually. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, press fit non-titanium Zen pins. It's got surprisingly good grip. It doesn't have anything really on the sides except jimping. Pretty good jimping. I'm not gonna try a ladder at all, but choker fans. Choker fans are phenomenal on this. I keep, for some reason, doing infinity choker fans type thing, or really extended ones, because they feel so good and it just automatically kind of flows. All fanning is fantastic on the Medusa, probably because of the gigantic blade, and it's a pretty solid balance, honestly. But grip on the faces is good. It's got these big old cutouts, kind of like a Telesto would have. I've never flipped a Telesto. Somebody send me your Telesto to anodize. That would be awesome. But grip is very good. I don't really have anything bad to say about the grippiness. The hardware is really good. It's got this T15 hardware that I believe you can get on TrueLink. I think that's where Fellowship got it. I think it does Machine-Wise hardware now. But this hardware is super duper solid. I don't see how you could strip it unless you're Ethan from Blade Bias, because he stripped his. What a dork. See. Something to note about the Medusa is it's got skinny handles. They're very rectangular, but I actually really like them. I haven't noticed any issues with it, but yeah, pretty solid. Now, sound and tolerances. These are really good, as to be expected from a very expensive Grail level Balisong. Got no tap, no wiggle, really no play. This is pretty freshly oiled with super lube. Oh yeah. Really nice ring, even though this isn't the speed channel variant. A very deep, rich sound. Yeah, very, very good. Some things I haven't tried, like trick-wise on the Medusa, so I can't really tell you how it is, are giraffes. I haven't tried any giraffes. I haven't tried aerial to 0G Chaplain, of course, all the tricks that could really not be good if I did wrong. I haven't tried like Z choker to ice pick because I could kind of mess up there. But all fanning, choker fanning, Z chokers, not to a catch are good. They all feel good. Shortstops feel good. Chaplains feel good. And I really don't want to drop this, yeah. Chaplains feel good. I did some chatters on it. Yeah, chatters feel good. Yeah, Medusa is literally amazing. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. It doesn't feel too heavy or sluggish. It feels faster and more nimble than a Madco, to be honest. Like, it's obviously better than a Madco. Well, I can't really say that because I've only had it for a couple days. But first impression wise, I think I prefer this to what my first impressions of the Madco were. It doesn't feel heavier really. Doesn't feel lighter though either. It's about the same weight, at least feel, as the Madco. It looks way heavier than it actually is. It's got this giant amazing blade that gives it a lot of blade bias, but not really. It just gives it lots of tip weight, I guess. Like, look at that. That tip is ginormous. So it makes perfect sense why it would fan so well. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I guess thank you so much to Like and Blade for sending this out for me to anodize. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. You're a very great, communicative guy. Shout out to his Instagram one more time at @L like and _b blade. Go check him out, follow him, check out any stuff that he posts. I, once again, don't know anything about what he posts, but assuming it's good, check it out. And once again, if you want any mod work done at all, I can do all sorts of crazy things. I recommend, like, I'm waiting for somebody to say, just do whatever you want with these, anodize them however you want. I kind of want to go crazy on something. So if you have anything you want to send me to get anodized, send it over. I really have a lot of fun doing it, especially getting to flip other people's stuff. Yeah, I got a few people kind of interested in some mod work, but no one has confirmed yet. So currently, I got nothing. So if you want anything done, now would be the time, because I can get it to you probably within a week. And I would love to make videos on your product as well, and on the anodization job I did, which I forgot to mention how I did this anodization. What I did, for all you anodizing nerds or people who just are curious, I didn't polish it, but I etched it, did all that stuff, and then I did a bronze. So I did the whole thing bronze, and then I did purple up to about here, and then I did a light, like a lower volt blue, and then a slightly higher volt blue and higher, so it went low volt to high volt, and it turned out really good. I'm surprisingly good at fades. I get them perfectly even every time because I do both handles at once. But yeah, once again, any mod work, THE-BUFFNESS 5809 on Discord, or at all caps the little dash in between buffness. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Check out my last video over somewhere, and leave a like too, and a comment, because why not? And buy some mod work from me, because I'm just that awesome. I'm probably gonna cut that out.